It's a hockey stream on episode 269, nice, of the VIG Lounge in this morning edition of my playthrough channel. And it, of course, is going to be some hockey battle of the two most recent expansion teams in the NHL as the Vegas Golden Knights welcome the Seattle Kraken to the Fortress. They've been very good on the road in this season playthrough, and they hope to continue that dominance here at home, where they're going to be defending the Fortress from a Kraken attack. Will they be able to do so, or will they be swallowed into the depths by Seattle? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in. Eichel and McCann to meet at center. And we're underway with the Golden Knights winning the opening draw here at the Fortress. Mark Stone weaves his way in. And Joey Daccord forced to make a save early as he's down on the ice to glove that shot by Stone. Eichel looks to win the draw, but does not do so in the offensive zone. Puck picked up by Brandon Montour. Now to Jordan Eberle. Eberle knocked down. And that's going to be an icing, I believe, on Vegas as Montour touches up. Of course, we're welcoming former Golden Knight Chandler Stevenson to the Fortress, as he is now, of course, with Seattle, signed long-term. Draw one again. Shot blocked. Fed up to Mark Stone. Pass across. Oh, what a save on Eichel. I feel like it was a left-hand shot that might have went in, but it is what it is. Pietrangelo took a shot and got deflected off Burakovsky and out. Golden Knights have the only 2 shots on goal thus far, and we are nearly 3 minutes in. This time, Eichel wins the draw, back to Pietrangelo. Thought he was going to try to flip-flop with Hanifin. Instead, Hanifin drifts into the right wing circle and got a shot away. Brought out now by Jordan Eberle for the Kraken. Knocked away and collected by Barbashev. Sent all the way down. And this time it will not be an icing, courtesy of Tomas Hertl. Hertl flung one on goal, and that's stopped. Noah Hanifin tried to drift around, lost the puck, but kept in by Pavel Dorofeev. Dorofeev with a shot, that stopped. One-time blast, score! Tipped in front! Or maybe not! Either way, Noah Hanifin gets the Golden Knights on the board! He may not build an arc, but he can sure score a goal! 1-0 Vegas! Yeah, it almost looked like it tipped, but it was just a long-range shot that Daccord didn't handle. And the Golden Knights now have a 1-0 lead with about 14 minutes remaining in this first period. Dorofeev fires. Hill get a great opportunity turned aside by Daccord. Thought he was going to score there. That's why I said what I said. Toivonen. Dorofeev does get an assist. Carried in now by Hertl. He fires and scores! Thomas Mutant Ninja Hertl gives the Golden Knights a 2-goal lead. .38th goal of the year here for Tomas Hertl, who IRL I hope comes back really soon from that violent toss into the boards by Emil Lilleberg against Tampa Bay. But it sounds like he is skating in a non-contact jersey, so that is a good sign. Hopefully he'll be ready for the playoffs because he has had a great season in real life for the Golden Knights. I'm happy about that. Draw one by Carlson. Of course, that pass didn't go the way they wanted. Olofsson collects. Up the left wing side of his countryman Olofsson. Feeds it across, and it got disrupted by Alexiak. Now Toivonen. Now passed across from Hill to Theodore. Save made by Hill. As the Kraken start to get some shots now. Beautiful pass up the right wing side to Riley Smith, around in front, and a save by DeCord. As we approach under 10 minutes to go here in the opening period, Kraken now have 3 shots on goal. Mark Stone's going to carry in now for the Knights. Another save made by DeCord. Back out to the blue line. One-time drive. Turned aside. They probably didn't get all he wanted on that shot. Jack Eichel. Lost it. Fed up the gut now to Hanifin. Now to Mark Stone. Stone trying to spin off a check, but he gets knocked to the ice and the puck gets taken away. Carried in by Jared McCann. Carried in now by one of the Vegas goal scorers, Tomas Hertl. Going to get another one! Line break with 48! Golden Knights lead at 3-0. There's a screen in front of DeCord by one of his own defensemen, and that certainly did not help things. As we're under 4 minutes to go now, and the Golden Knights continue to pour it on. Puck brought into the Kraken zone by Nick Waugh. He'll fling one to the net. That's turned aside by DeCord. Vince Dunn, offensive defenseman for the Kraken. This one now. Colasar shoots, saved by DeCord. 1:43 remaining. .143 to go. And back again, shot by Theodore. That goes wide. Or may have actually gotten, or DeCord may have actually gotten a piece of that. Smith a shot in the dying seconds. 1.7 to go as the Kraken are still under siege, as the Fortress are doing the Golden Knights are doing a great job defending the Fortress here. Kraken win the draw at the end of the period, can't get it out of the zone, and that is it after 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal, 14-5 in favor of the Golden Knights. Of course, 3-0 is the score. All goals scored by Vegas. Slight face-off edge to Vegas as well, 5-4. No penalties to speak of. So, 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. Let's see what happens in period number 2. Down, then across, and carried in as we're underway. Now by Alex Pietrangelo. He lets it go to Cord, pounces on it, and hangs on. A minute off the clock here in the second as Vegas looks to extend their lead. Draw one. And a shot turned aside. Rebound. Covered now by Joey Decord. 18:30 on the clock as the Golden Knights continue to try to extend this lead. And obviously the best defense is a good offense. Shot by Pietrangelo and by Eichel turned aside by Decord. Now the puck's picked up by Jordan Eberle. He gets crunched along the wall. Carried in on the right wing side by the Golden Knights captain, Mark Stone. He'll fling it to the net, turned aside. Drive score! Noah Hanifin with his second goal of the game! It's 4-0 Golden Knights, courtesy of number 15. Gather ye 2 of every goal. Well, at least 2 goals for Noah Hanifin. $16:39 remaining here in the second as Vegas has extended their lead to 4. And that is 2 goals by Noah Hanifin, sandwiched between 2 goals by Tomas Hertl. Pietrangelo. Up now to Stone. He'll try to drive wide. He gets taken out, though. Back to his feet. Adam Larson. Beautiful takeaway. Up the gut now to Barbashev. Barbashev in the left wing circle trying to make something happen, but he lost the puck. Courtesy of a hit. Toivonen. Lost the puck. Hanifin decides to gain the red line and dump it in. Brought in along the wall by Brandon Saad. Saad's carrying it with him. Pops out in front with a shot. That's turned aside by Decord. Apparently he can save pucks from anybody except for Tomas Hertl and Noah Hanifin. Nice save by Hill when called upon. Brandon Saad tried to bust his way through, but he got knocked off the puck. Braden McNabb. Up the right wing side now to Hertl. Hertl drifts into the circle, shoots, and a pad save by Decord. Out to the point. Fed up the wall now to Hertl. And tried to get it back down the wall, but there was nobody there. Hertl decides to collect his own pass and then carry it back in for the Golden Knights. Drifts in front, shot. Oh, what a save off of Hertl. And then Eichel. And it looks like there's an injured Kraken player, which is the rookie, or which is the sophomore Matty Beniers. Oh, took a heavy hit from Theodore, but it was clean. Hopefully he won't be out long term. I thought maybe there was a penalty, and now we see the new goaltending matchup of Aiden Hill and Philip Grubauer. Back to the blue line. Got across. And that's an icing call. 6:06 to go here in the middle period. Huge hit on Burakovsky, as they call him Berkey around here, and I'm sure they did in Colorado, and I know they did in Washington, as he hits the ice. Draw one back to White Cloud. Trying to get the pass through, picked off by Cartier. That pass got through to Riley Smith. Knocked off the stick by Montour. Carried in by Vince Dunn. Well, Pietrangelo just lined up a huge hit along the wall. Puck fed across to Noah Hannafin. Up the left wing side now to Keegan Polisar. Oh, saved by Grubauer. As we are approaching the final 3 minutes of the second period. Very fast-moving period. And Joey Decord has been chased. And now Philip Grubauer is being tested. And thus far, he's stopped everything that he's faced. But for how long? Toivonen. Nice save by Hill on one of the few really good chances for the Kraken. Now another one. But across now. Eichel a drive. That's turned aside. Stone out in front. Now to Howden on the backhand. Fed to the blue line. As Brayden McNabb flung one on goal. As we're going to have one more face-off with 1.1 on the clock. One shot off the draw, and that was stopped by Grubauer. Thank you for letting me know that I earned some points, Xbox. Let's take a look at the stats after two. 4-0 Golden Knights outshooting the Kraken 28-9. Slight edge in hits actually for the Kraken 17-16. I think that's what threw me off. And 11-5 of the faceoffs. Domination in the dot by the Golden Knights this time around. Will that continue in the third? I don't know, because I'm usually not good at faceoffs, so we'll have to wait and see. But 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see if the Golden Knights can carry this one on home. Eichel and McCann meet at center. This time the Kraken win the opening draw to start the third. Eberle. Shot from the blue line. Congratulations to the Kraken. It took them to get to the third period, but they're up to double digits now in shots. That puck deflects all the way in on Grubauer. No icing because it was touched by the goaltender. Carried in now by Hannafin. Hannafin drifting, shooting, turned aside. Puck's deflected. Tomas Hertl drifts into the circle, shoots, save, rebound.
Make a change.
Fed across. Up now to Tomas Hertl. Hurdle drifts into the circle. That shot goes off the net and out by Riley Smith. 13:01 remaining. Into the circle, shot by White Cloud. Oh, tried to feed it across, but that got picked off by Schwartz. Battle for it. Puck now brought in by Brandon Tanev, who's now a Jet IRL once again. Carried in now by Victor Olofsson. Olofsson trying to drift into the circle. He lost the puck. Smith's got it. He's trying to hang on. Drifts into the circle, shoots, and a save made once again. Knocked down and the puck goes out of play. 7:34 remaining here in the third. Golden Knights still lead it by 4. Huge hit on Jordan Eberle. And we've got Aiden Hill at the top of the scoreboard. Hopefully that is not the wins leaderboard and not the other, because I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. Shot, rebound, save made. Fed across now to Eichel. Eichel drifts into the circle, shoots, turned aside. Out now to the blue line, shoots and a save in tight on Stone. There's the Golden Knights' upcoming schedule. I'll have the game against the Predators for you, of course, later on this weekend, along with some Pittsburgh Penguins hockey action starting on Friday. And we've also got an F1 race and a UFC playthrough, so make sure to tune in for those on this busy sports weekend and thus busy streaming weekend. Carried in now by Eichel, shot and a save made once again by Grubauer. Carried in this time by Eichel, turned aside for another time. Now Barbashev with a crack at it, that's turned aside as well. Shane Wright, who's having a breakout season for Seattle IRL and is kind of becoming the player that everybody thought he would be, as it took some time to adjust to the NHL level, and I'm sure a different coach will do that as well. Puck goes all the way down. Now collected by Hurdle. And that's an icing call, as the player that was intended to receive that pass went to the bench. So the Golden Knights now have a defensive zone draw with 27.6 on the clock. Won by Hurdle. Up now to Dorofeev. Dorofeev has to beat a couple of defenders. He got a shot away, but Grubauer shut the door. Save made by Hill. Carried back in by Dorofeev. And that'll do it. The Golden Knights defend the fortress from the Sea Monster with a huge 4-0 win. 2 goals by Tomas Hurdle and 2 goals by Noah Hannafin give the Golden Knights another 2 points in regulation as they win the battle of the expansion teams. At least this round anyway. Thank you all for tuning in to the VIG Lounge. Let's wrap things up by taking one final look at the stats. Shots on goal, 40-13 in favor of the Golden Knights. Hits actually very close. Slight edge now to the Golden Knights, 32-31 as we look at the final tally. And we held on with the face-offs, baby. 13-8 in favor of the Golden Knights. But again, what's most important, a shutout for Aiden Hill and a 4-goal performance by the Golden Knights. 2 from Hannafin, 2 from Hurdle. And that will do it and wrap things up from here. Thank you all once again for tuning into the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. And until next time, I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a tremendous Thursday, everybody.